Hi, everybody. This is Tiara Shea with Insert Burger Pun. Hello.
And today we're predicting for season 12.
Yeah, season 12.
12 is the next season coming out next week. And it also got renewed for season 13.
Did it already?
Yeah, well,
Look
at
that.
the same time, you know.
As it should. This show is quickly turning into one of those that's just going to go on and on. Because with animation, you don't have to worry about, people aging out or anything like that.
True.
So you could just keep going forever and ever.
Until people die.
I was just about to say you don't have to worry about people dying, but
you
do have to worry about people dying.
Yeah. I guess the standards are just very, very low at Fox for animation domination because they're also... I think they renewed Duncanville.
I think they did.
For some amount of seasons. And I don't know if Housebroken also got renewed. I don't know the numbers those shows have had.
Yeah,
so
but I mean,
far.
you also have to think about what type of names are behind those shows. Like Amy Poehler, they're not going to cancel Amy Poehler's show. They're not going to do that.
Why?
Because she's Amy Poehler.
They could totally. It doesn't matter. Celebrity show. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They could cancel anything.
I predict Duncanville's going to have at least 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll check back in 2024.
I'm confused about how any of these shows make money if no one watches broadcast television in the first place live. Everyone just watches stuff on streaming.
Well, I mean, not necessarily.
Most people are watching on streaming.
I was like, I have cable.
So I guess they're just like, if 10 people are watching these shows when they actually air, whatever, I guess.
I would like to know what the standards are. You're correct in that I would be curious to see what...
Maybe it's merchandising standards for Bob's Burger specifically. Maybe, because that's had quite a bit of merchandising stuff, right?
Give me the Coochie Copy. Give me the ears. Give me whatever else.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of the weird thing. Like Bob's Burgers, it is different from those other terrible animated sitcoms. But, like, it also found its way into the nerd culture.
Yeah, anime.
In a way that, yeah, maybe, but just, like, Comic-Con people, that crowd, which is a lot, it's not exactly niche anymore, is it? It's basically just everybody. Everybody likes Marvel stuff, whatever. Family Guy hasn't really done that. Duncanville hasn't done that. Housebroken hasn't done that. I don't think Great North has done that. I don't think American Dad did that, or Cleveland Show, or Paradise PD, or Brickleberry, or
you're naming off my nighttime roster of shows.
Resonated with people who like create fandoms and wikis and are very passionate about the show and maybe just hang on regardless of quality changes, etc. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe it does have just a decent enough fan base and they're buying merch and they're buying not box sets. Who buys box sets, But there must be some kind of support, financial support for this.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
They're pumping out new things. I think their Twitter was just announcing how they're going to have a new music collection that you can buy of, like, they tweeted, like, what's your favorite Bob's Burgers song? Maybe it's going to be on this.
But they already made like a 4
Right, but they're doing
LP.
they're making a new one.
Wow.
A more recent one. And yes, I did respond to that tweet, and yes, I did write a long list of songs. The first one I think I put was Hot Pants Rain Dance.
Okay.
Because I thought, I'm like, think of songs that when you're watching the episode, you go and rewind and listen to more times than you should, and Hot Pants Rain Dance was definitely at the top of that. I love it. I like it alert.
All
it
right.
builds, just like Teddy says.
So we're gonna. So you, how about you give us the background for these titles and set it up here?
Absolutely. So basically, what happened was I did a little snooping. It's not necessarily snooping; it's just using the internet for what it's for. I was looking up to see if there were any hints, any dropped names, and it looks like they did drop a few names as to episode titles. And so I was just going to go through some of them, and we're going to kind of try to guess what we think might happen in those episodes.
Yeah. And
then also later on, we'll probably talk about just things that we want to see, characters we want to see, characters we want to see less of, and just do that. Also, I would like to start with the fact that they said that their mission for this season is to keep making small stories feel big. So to keep that in mind as we are answering.
Okay.
Because apparently that's been their mission the entire time.
Yeah.
I think they may have forgotten that a few seasons, but
I don't know.
They're trying to reroute and come back to the mission. And also they said that this is going to be their most ambitious season yet.
Huh.
So those
that
are
almost
two
sounds contradictory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so crystal mess.
New age crystal stuff is happening.
Okay.
That's what's going on with that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Also, it's very cool that they get to use that as a title, because I know on even RuPaul's Drag Race, there was a queen who her name was Crystal Method, or like they had to make adjustments to her name to even have that type of name on television.
Right.
And so I guess Crystal Mess is okay.
But Crystal Mess, I guess, yeah, it's not a movie title or anything. They usually do like movie titles.
Who do you think is going to be the one with all the crystals?
Random sayings.
Because like what, is it going to be another Lorenzo oil situation where Linda's going like overboard, or?
I already saw the line that describes the premise of this episode, so I'm not going to weigh in on that.
It's not Linda. It sounds like
do you want me to tell you?
I mean, you can.
Well, I feel like you need to predict more. I don't think you've really given us predictions.
Okay, so I would like this to be a kid episode. So I'm going to say that Louise, because crystals kind of can equate to money as well. And of the three, she can be the more greedy.
Okay.
So she's going to try to collect as many crystals as possible. Or like Mr. Frond has a crystal collection and she like steals it or like messes with it or something. And then it becomes a crystal mess. Am I close? Am I warm?
Do you want to... Should I say it?
Sure.
Okay. That's episode 2 is the crystal mess.
Yeah, give me the top 3 because I didn't look the order.
First one is Manic Pixie Crap Show.
That's literally the last one I have on my list. So
2 is Crystal Mess.
Okay.
And episode 3 is the pumpkin ending. But Crystal Mess, it says Mr. Frond lends Tina a crystal that his new girlfriend alleges has special powers.
Wait, say that one more time. Whose girlfriend?
Mr. Frond's
Oh,
girlfriend.
whoa,
New
Mr. Frond.
girlfriend.
Yeah. I was really liking Mr. Frond and Gail because they were both kind of just, I don't want to say two desperate people, but like two desperate people who want partners. Oh, I wonder who his new girlfriend's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be someone we know or it's going to be somebody completely different. So, number 1, Manic Pixie Crap Show. What is that a play off of? Manic Pixie Crap Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show and Manic Pixie Dream Girl. It's not good. It's not a good pun. And it doesn't really give us any clues.
No.
Manic Pixie
All I can think
Crap
of is
Show.
like someone getting a pixie cut, someone having their hair cut to like a pixie, and them having their own variety show or something like that.
Crap show, some kind of like event entertainment thing of some kind, maybe like a school recital like kind of thing, but they did that already. Yeah.
What did the line say? What did it say about the premise?
It says Louise must pay a debt to Millie by attending the Pixie Princess Promenade. There you go.
Okay. I wonder what she did to owe a debt. Maybe we'll finally get that Millie Louise kiss this season.
Millie got her out of a pop quiz or something, and she was like, "Okay, I don't want to owe you anything." So
do you think it's gonna be just a one-woman show of just Millie? Because that's what it feels like.
No, because it says promenade. So like it makes me think of like debutante ball, but for tiny children. Tiny girls. There will be one biological boy, but who identifies as female, just to mix it up.
Really?
Probably.
Oh.
I'm guessing this.
Oh, you're guessing.
I'm guessing they want
I
a token representational thing.
Maybe we'll get, I don't know of a character off the top of my head who could identify, but maybe we'll get a newbie.
It's just a background character. It's not a plot point. Yeah.
Okay, so then the pumpkining. That's obviously our Halloween episode. It's going to be what if they're going to try to grow the biggest pumpkin? And like there's a competition throughout the town of like who can grow the largest pumpkin, and then there becomes too many pumpkins, and it's instead of the reckoning, I'm assuming that's what they're doing a play off of. It becomes the pumpkining, and there's just too many ginormous pumpkins.
Okay. So Bob doesn't have access to the community garden anymore.
Correct.
But it has to be some kind of line like, "Oh yeah, we've been doing this all year. Look, we've been growing our pumpkins. Here they are somewhere." Yeah, a terrible window box that's like struggling under the weight.
He did learn that you could grow pickles in a basement, so maybe he just grows his pumpkins in the basement.
Grow pickles?
Yeah. Remember there was the episode where he was just watching
pickles.
some guy, or grow cucumbers.
Oh, okay.
He was growing cucumbers
No,
in his
I don't.
basement.
I don't remember that at all.
It was more of a plot point than it should have been.
Okay. No, pumpkin. Yeah, I don't know. They have some decent Halloween episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that no, Thanksgiving is their big holiday that they do. But still, yeah. Wasn't it just a year or two ago that we had was it season 10 where we had the like hayride plot?
Yeah, the Big Trouble.
Pig Trouble and Little Tina.
and Little
I feel like it would be strange to go back to like a rural area, farm area, but where else would this happen?
Right.
How did something breaks their pumpkin? And they have to find a replacement pumpkin?
Well, and yeah, it also makes me think of the fact that they already had that episode where Mr. Fishoder is stealing all of their jack-o'-lanterns.
That's
and
true.
then we end it with that jack-o'-lantern land.
Yes.
So they have done a lot of pumpkin stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that it's a giant pumpkin situation. What does the sentence say?
It says, Linda and Gail must travel to their hometown to face a wrong they committed 27 years ago.
Gotcha. So maybe they broke somebody's pumpkin back in the day.
Something to a pumpkin. I don't know where their hometown is.
Also,
though.
aren't they from there? There was a whole episode about how Tina wanted that whole like the New York, and Linda was all upset about it because she's like, oh, well, being from here is great. I'm from here and I wanted to go away and I realized how great my town was. I'm confused as to where their hometown is. Because I think that where Bob's Burgers is located currently is where Linda is from.
But her parents are always visiting from out of town, even before Florida. They're like, they have to drive there, right, from some other place.
I thought they were always retired in Florida.
I mean, they could either way. Wow, do they really drive all the way up to Jersey from Florida? Seems crazy. But anyway, in wall episode, crawl space, they're visiting from someplace.
I guess we'll find out. Where do you think her hometown is? Jersey?
I don't think they'll give it a name. I think they'll, like when Bob visits Dad's restaurant, it's like, oh, this might be the same city, or it could be somewhere completely different, but it's not really made clear. But it could be interesting. It could be, we get some past rivalry stuff for like other
or
ancillary
even,
characters from their past.
Flashbacks of young Linda.
Flashbacks 27 years ago. If we know how old is Linda?
I guess we'll find out.
Does it say on the wiki?
No, because she's a lady. I bet she's one of the only ones that actually has her birth date on there as well.
In human flesh, she was 43, and now she's 44.
Whoa, 44.
So
right.
She was 27 years ago. 17, I think?
Mm-hmm. I just did
something
math.
like that. 17. Okay, so late teens, high school, senior year.
So she probably just broke some pumpkins, stole some pumpkins, and then either blamed somebody else. I bet maybe she blamed somebody else and that person's life was changed because of it. And she has to go apologize to that person rather because I don't think breaking pumpkins warrants an apology to whoever's pumpkin you broke after that many years. But if you blamed it on someone else and that affected their life,
sure. Okay. But that's the last episode that had a plot description.
All right, well, let's breeze through these ones then.
We're out in the open now.
Yeah, we're in open water. Okay, driving Big Dummy.
Driving Big Dummy.
Yeah.
Didn't they already do a Driving Miss Daisy pun?
Yes, with Edith.
No, that was Bobby Driver.
Oh, that was Bobby Driver.
But I feel like there's not. Anyway, Driving Big Dummy. Is Bob the Big Dummy?
Oh, ew. They actually even gave us a hint about it. It says, Bob and Teddy have an awkward conversation in a truck while towing a large dummy head.
Oh.
This isn't the overview of it. It was just like a clip that they had showed.
Okay.
That's what was happening. So there's going to be a large dummy head.
Right.
What do you think the dummy head is for? Or of?
For an eccentric local event.
Sure.
That they have, similar to Lobster Fest, but not Lobster Fest.
Like Burning Man.
Yeah, sure.
With a giant head.
Okay, so Bob and Teddy in a truck driving around. Okay,
yes.
So kind of road trip movie stuff. Lots of complications along the way.
I hope his radio is fixed.
The dummy head maybe disconnects from the trailer at some point, or the truck, and
maybe it's for like a school fair or something like that. Because I'm like, why would Bob just go with Teddy? Like, unless it's something that Bob needs Teddy for.
No, it could have been that Teddy was like, "Hey, Bob, look, like I'm in this spot. I need help." For one thing, he needs help getting it off the trailer. You know, like he's got to move the thing, right? And Bob feels obligated, so he does it. Could be something like that. I don't know where they're going. Maybe they're just trying to dispose of it or something. I'm sure it will be a very funny face on the dummy head. But beyond that, I don't have too many ideas for that. So
I hope it's
Not
for
sure.
something school related. Okay, so 7tween again.
7tween again.
So there's the 17 again movie where we switch places, or where old people get young. So there's
Okay.
an option for that where like Linda like pretends, gets hit on the head or something and pretends that she's a 17-year-old again.
No, that's a Twin Peaks plot point.
Or we could have something where it's about Tina's birthday.
Is she the only tween? Is she still a tween at this point?
Yes.
Is she like 12, 13?
She's 13.
13? Okay. So it has to be Tina-centric in some way. That's so much. I feel like we've had a lot of Linda Tina things. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it feels like that's well-trodden
Or like Gail's
territory.
doing it. Gail's doing that, where she thinks
You know,
that she's
yeah, potentially flashbacks, but then if we're talking Linda and Gail again, we're going to get all their flashbacks in the Halloween episode.
younger. Right.
So that'd be silly to repeat that.
I just hope that they're going a play off of old people acting young again or becoming young again somehow, rather than Tina just becoming a teenager again. She's been 13 since forever.
Yeah, it doesn't seem, I don't know, it's not going to be just about Tina.
We'll see.
But Tina will be annoyed by someone else.
Yes.
Acting sort of as a tween or something similar.
Maybe Bob. Maybe we're so on Linda and Gail. Like, that would be interesting because it would be expected for Linda to act like a teenager or whatever, but it would be more out of character for Bob to do that, because then that would be something where they're like, oh, something actually might be wrong.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's wearing, flip-flops. I don't know.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, beach please. Like beach
please.
Like playa. Beach cleanup. They want to go to the beach for something. The beach is closed, and we need to figure out why.
It's not going to be a lifeguard thing.
Not a lifeguard thing. We did that.
There's a mean girl on the beach somewhere, and she's like, you can't do XYZ because this is my spot.
Or maybe we'll get a return of some of the lifeguards from that episode, and we interact with them again.
Okay.
Not necessarily they're the main characters, but we have to ask them for something or what have you.
It feels like a kid's episode.
Yes, it does.
Definitely. They're usually the beach ones. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do with that one.
Okay.
Predict there, yeah.
Stuck in the kitchen with you. I put down that I'm thinking that this might be Jimmy Pesto.
Okay.
Jimmy Pesto and Bob having to work together for something.
Yeah, how about like Jimmy's kitchen staff, which is maybe just
Trevor.
Trent.
Or
Trevor. I don't know what his name
What
is.
is his name?
I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like, okay, oh no, but like I actually need help. For some reason, Bob's restaurant is not doing something that day. I don't know. I almost feel like it would be funnier to have Jimmy Pesto working at Bob's restaurant.
That's what I was
for some
envisioning.
reason.
That Jimmy Pesto had to go over there to learn something, maybe.
Yeah. Or like, it would be strange for like Hugo to be like, you got to learn from Bob. I don't think that would happen.
Yeah, Hugo is my other option for Stuck in the Kitchen with You. It's like if Bob and Hugo had to spend the day in the kitchen together for something.
Hugo's been fired, or like he has to do this extra certification thing where he has to like shadow
A fry cook.
A chef.
A chef, yeah, excuse me.
And yeah, he's like, well, I guess Bob, like it would be the easiest, would be the most straightforward or something. No, it's a more interesting title.
I can see Hugo
ones.
or like Bob saying, why didn't you just go to Pesto's place if you needed a cook? And he'd be like, well, just because he's gorgeous doesn't mean that he's good at XYZ.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a familiar restaurant. I don't think it's going to be a brand new spot.
Okay.
Or anything like that.
Okay, so this one obviously it's a Christmas themed, but Gene's Christmas break.
Gene's Christmas break.
So I wonder who it's going to be about. Or maybe it means that he won't be around because it's a break or something.
Well, we've already had our Gene is alone episode.
Yes.
So I don't think it's heading in that direction. Gene's Christmas break, maybe it's Gene's Christmas break up, potentially.
His 5th breakup with Courtney.
With someone or other, with Alex. Man,
Never.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I know at some point there's going to be discussion about Gene's first pube, or he thinks that he has his first pube. So maybe that's involved in that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Christmas episode.
Yeah, right? Merry Christmas. Gray pube, because it's gray. Lost in Bed Slation.
Lost in Bed Slation.
I'm wondering if we're ever going to get an episode where Louise wants to move out of that closet. Like, maybe she wants to get a bigger bed.
Okay.
Is she a big girl now? I don't know.
My only evidence, not out of a twin. My only hint of a Louise episode is that Lost in Translation is set in Tokyo, and Louise likes the Japanese cartoons.
Boy, do she.
And figurines and stuff. But I don't think... That's a terrible...
Like, she's very particular
title.
about her bed or her mattress and, like, doesn't want to get rid of it or...
Some kind of transitional moment.
Right.
Yeah, not a sleepover. We've done sleepovers. Just some kind of, transitional moment. Oh, no, you can't have your status quo thing anymore. Kind of like the couch, a new couch episode.
Because I'm also thinking about that episode where Bob and Teddy had to help. His name's not Old Man Jenkins, but that guy, the old guy, move his bed, and it was a whole debacle.
Right.
So something like that, but just less intense. And for one of the kids.
Okay.
Hopefully Louise. Or maybe Jean. We rarely go into Jean's room, so maybe it's
we don't
Jean's
really
bed.
see it.
Last one is FOMO You Didn't. So Tina-centric,
Probably
for sure.
Tina, yes. That sounds right. Yeah, some big event, right?
And she's gonna have to miss it and then sneak out or
she just wasn't invited to something, right? I feel like that's, likely enough. But it has to be some kind of betrayal, because FOMO You Didn't implies like shock, rudeness. But yeah, I'd put my chips on the Tina episode for sure. And I mean, I don't think it would be like a holiday kind of thing, because that's what, spring, middle of spring, early spring. So I don't think it would be anything pinned to a specific holiday. Yeah, just maybe some birthday party or other. That seems too simple. But
ooh, whose birthday?
I don't know when everybody's birthdays are.
Me either.
The kid. It's the one that everybody likes.
Oh, Lenny Stefano.
Hello.
He's on my list of people who I hope we see more of this season. He's too busy with Julie in the drill team.
No, he's not. He's moved on. Okay, and that's the closer. That's the season finale.
The season finale is a two-parter, and you'll like this. It's a two-part season finale, and it's a Tina episode. It's a Tina-centric around her erotic fiction.
Oh.
And guess what? The theme, like the movie, they're gonna try to kind of base it off of.
Harry Potter.
Nah, Blade Runner.
Okay.
For the record, everyone, like you like this movie. You like Blade Runner, yes?
The first one now.
Okay, you
really
like
the
the
sequel.
second. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bigger reaction, but that's okay.
Nah.
Yeah, it says it's a Blade Runner dark fantasy vibe. That's
Okay, but friend fiction, not just fan fiction, right?
Erotic.
The property. All right. What was the title of that one, though?
They didn't give.
Oh, so these weren't all the titles.
These were just some of them that they dropped it, like in the.
Oh.
So it's not all of them. It's not in any particular order, as we found that out.
Oh.
It's
okay.
just some names.
All right.
Yeah. They didn't give us everything.
Yeah, there would be more episodes than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was that.
It's a sampling. It's a sampling of episodes that we might get for this season. Okay, very soon, we're going to start seeing some stuff. And it's the biggest season ever. I really
Most
don't...
ambitious.
Most ambitious. That's just kind of meaningless, I guess. That doesn't mean anything.
It means they're going to shoot for the stars.
But with regards to what aspect?
Right.
Like what?
I think one of the things that they're going to be trying to do is lean, not necessarily less on music. Yeah, don't quote me. They're going to use the animation better in terms of their storytelling. Like, they're not going to use it as a crutch. Oh, wow. So when it comes to upcoming guest voices, it says that it's lacking any shockingly big names.
Oh.
But it sounds packed with the level of comic and vocal talent that fans of the show have come to expect.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I think for them, ambitious just means more music than ever before, and maybe some animation sequences that are kind of creative or something. Lots of parodies, just a lot of parody, references, things like that.
One of their core rules of the show by featuring a segment driven more by animation and wordless music than dialogue. Okay.
Wordless music is a weird way of saying instrumental. Yeah, I was thinking of it would be interesting to see them try to do something with very little dialogue, because that's
the longest span of just music and visual we've done to this point. Oh, it's going to be the Blade episode, so it's probably just going to be
tone poems.
Toems.
In the line of in the vein of An American in Paris, right? The Gershwin piece, or Rhapsody in Blue, is telling his story, but just with the music. You get some neat visuals along the way.
Centipede.
But yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, so who are some characters that you are wanting to see less of this season?
Alex.
Oh.
Alex one.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess he's kind of a regular at this point, but
Yeah.
I think he's incredibly boring and
He's
not
Jean's maybe boyfriend.
funny. I know. I don't care.
Aw.
It doesn't make him funny or fun to watch. I don't know. I didn't finish even watching season 11 or maybe even 10.
Okay.
So I don't know about all the new regulars.
Right.
That are in the mix. I don't know if there are that many.
I put less Hugo.
Hugo.
Or no, that's a lie. Less Felix.
Felix.
Less Felix.
Okay, less Felix.
Because I feel like of the
All right.
Fischoeder brothers, he just doesn't... At least we know what type of person Fischoeder is. Felix is just too chaotic and just... But not in a fun way. He doesn't use his money right.
Yeah, who else is there even?
And he tried to kill them straight up.
Yes.
They really gloss over that and keep
That
bringing
did
him
happen.
around.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any proper parents would allow that type of person around their kids again. I don't know.
Wait, there were some new characters who stuck around. Who were they?
Nat.
Well, kind of. What, two episodes?
She got a whole episode for herself.
total. You did?
Yeah, where they went to go visit her ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. So it's 3 episodes. She's in the water park episode, The Ring.
But Lauren Ash has her own new show coming out, so she probably is going to
I
be
just
busy.
reviewed it
Yes, you
on
did.
my channel.
What's the name of that channel?
No, you can find the channel. It's in the
If
description.
you want to find it.
Yes. But yeah, Lauren Ash I'm sure she'll be looking for work soon. She also voiced Scorpia in She-Ra.
Love that show.
And she's Nat. Yeah, I don't know. I think they like Nat for some reason.
Absolutely.
I think she'll be, even maybe just a little part, she'll show up in the new season. Beyond that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Aparna Nancherla's character became a regular.
Kinda. She was in
Kind of.
the episode where the time capsule.
Who's your less? Who's
Teddy.
less?
Teddy, all
Just
caps.
Teddy?
All
Okay.
caps.
All right.
I put less Teddy, more Mickey.
Okay, sure.
Or just like Teddy, early season Teddy, less Teddy talking for 5 minutes about one thing, or they just let him go in that studio or in that booth. They just let him keep talking, and I'm like, please stop.
Okay.
It's not funny. It's like that. How I just read about how they're gonna be in the truck towing the giant head or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how long it's gonna take for me to be annoyed with Teddy's shit.
Sure. Okay, less Teddy.
I
Sure.
feel bad that I don't like Teddy as much. He oh my gosh, his tangents are so excessive. But yeah, I had Felix and Teddy pretty much were my only ones that I wanted to see less of. Tammy a little bit, but less Tammy as kind of a side character. I'd rather just have a Tammy episode, Tammy and Jocelyn episode.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than, I don't like how they use Tammy as this side character that they use her as.
Sure.
Okay, who do you want to see more of?
Lenny DiStefano.
Yes, me too. I want them to fix Jessica. I want them to fix what they did to her. I want to know what Peter Pescadero's parents do, because I would love like a fish versus burger situation. Because I know we know Bob hates tuna, and then it'd be cool if the Pescaderos were a fish family.
Oh.
And it was some sort of competition or conversation. I don't know. I want more Peter Pescadero, because they talk about him far too much for him to just be the guy who says it's fall, y'all.
Okay.
I want to meet Ginger. I want to see her.
Well, maybe in the
pumpkin one,
hometown episode. Yeah,
that would be cool. That would be really cool. Obviously, more marshmallow. That's I always just want more marshmallow.
Okay, sure.
I would love to see Tina and Zeke explore themselves, like maybe go on a date and see what that does to Jimmy Jr. in that relationship, or just Tina fully moving on from Jimmy Jr. and like getting a new crush that she's super obsessed with. Like a new guy comes to school and it's like wind in his hair and it's all completely, he's brand new guy.
Right. Okay.
I want more Big Bob That'd be nice. Now that we know that he's not just an asshole or whatever, that their relationship does have a chance.
Okay.
That would be nice. Maybe that could be the seventh tween again. I don't know. I would love a Louise or Jean birthday episode, because I don't think we've had one.
Yeah, I guess not, as far as I remember.
It's always been Tina, Bob, and Linda. I want to know who Louise would invite to her birthday party, who would Jean invite to her birthday party. What if there was an instance where Louise invited all these people and then not many people showed up because she's actually mean? Like, she doesn't realize, oh, people don't necessarily like you because you're mean sometimes. And she like hunts everybody down and is like, why didn't you come to my party?
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, sure.
And not the same goes for Jean, but who would Jean invite to his birthday party? How would that go? I put a new Eat Spray Linda episode where it would be a Linda birthday episode, but it would be them dropping her off somewhere and her coming home
planned
again.
out this time. Yeah. Okay.
Jimmy Pesto and Bob interaction where they have to like work together because you know how in the opening credits there's always that business that changes every single time.
Yes.
And it's like a burger Italian fusion restaurant, and then they have to work together to get them out of there, and it forces them to, maybe that's the stuck in the kitchen with you episode, that they have to work together to get a third business out so that they can stay rivals.
Okay.
That would be interesting,
That'd be
right?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I said Mr. Fish Odor losing money. That would be interesting. Where like he's losing money, so he has to give the landlordship to somebody else. So now they have a different landlord that they have to give money to, who is not Mr. Fish Odor. Or he like loses their restaurant in a bet or something like that. So they have to. That'd be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My overall, I would like them to focus a little bit more on the restaurant. That's why I love how their mission is to keep making small stories feel big, because I don't think that they were doing that last season. They were just doing these really like elaborate things that didn't feel very big to small. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't feel grounded.
Like they did that whole where they lied about getting rid of the giant elephant, so then they had to get the elephant and buy it and then not buy it and buy it and put it outside and then grab it from outside and drive it all the way to the skating ring and not get caught from the skating rink and then lie at the skating rink, and then like all of that. I'm like, that's not a small story, that's an elaborate story.
Yes.
So I'd be curious as to what that means. You know, the electricity's out at the restaurant or something like that, or run out of beef.
All right.
Their bread all goes moldy because the kids left it open or something.
Put it in a tub.
Soak it up.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the new season. I know that a lot of the recording and a lot of the actual making of that season was at work from home.
Yeah.
And do it from home type of stuff. But so I'm curious to see how that will affect the overall what they can and can't do. I do have great excitement. I am stoked for it. I think I'm more excited for the movie, of course. That one's going to be in theaters. They promised. They said that it's their pledge that the movie will be in theaters and that it will be the best movie they can possibly make. As of now, it's May 27th, 2022.
Okay, so almost 2 years.
Yes.
Was it 2020 that it was supposed to come out, or 2019 originally?
I think it was 2019, and then it switched to 2020. I think it was 2020. Who knows?
Okay.
But I worry about them pledging that it'll be the best movie. I don't know if it's a crutch for them to say it's going to be the best movie that they can possibly make. Yeah. The genre is musical, comedy, mystery, adventure, coming of age.
Okay.
So we'll take it, and they're really hush-hush. Really hush-hush on it, and really wanting people to focus on the upcoming season rather than the movie, which makes sense, but also I'm like, why? What do you want us to not know? Yeah,
maybe January we'll get a trailer.
They've been teasing us this whole time. Oh, and Jocelyn. Sorry, Jocelyn. I want to see.
Yes. Yeah,
I want to see more of her. Maybe less of Mr. Frond. That would be cool. Maybe a freaking Andy and Ollie episode. Let them go. Let them go do stuff.
Okay.
Let them get into a fight and not want to talk to each other. Oh. And Louise has to get the twins back together and restore that bond. Like something happens where they literally won't talk to each other. Right? That'd be wild. Any final thoughts?
I didn't know the season was being released soon. I didn't know there was another season or another season.
Right.
So I can't really say that I'm excited about it, especially when I haven't watched every episode that has already been released.
Oh, well, there's time today.
But if they're sort of kind of hinting at returning to roots, I guess. Potentially, I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be a lot more of the same to me. I haven't really gotten any clues that would imply they're going to change things up in a new way or return to an old style at all. I don't get that sense from it. But I'll say 3 or 4 episodes. The first 3 or 4 episodes will be very important. If they can do something with those, that's pretty interesting, and it feels like they're going in a neat direction. Awesome. But if by that point they haven't wowed us with anything, I'll probably treat it similarly to, seasons 10, 11, 8, 9, 7.
You're just saying numbers now.
6 is safe, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, real fast, how do you feel about Hugo and Gale?
Hugo and Gale?
Becoming a couple.
Has that not already happened at some point?
I don't think so.
Oh.
It was Gretchen and Hugo.
Well, Hugo likes rules. We know Gale likes rules.
Mm-hmm.
So there's potential there, I suppose.
Or like Ron and Gale, but I think Ron is too nice for Gale. Yes.
And Hugo is short, which maybe Gale would be into.
Yeah, I think she would be into that for sure.
And they don't seem to have a lot of other stuff going on.
True that.
So these potential, I don't know. It almost feels a little bit too similar to Gale and Mr. Frond.
But I think it would come full circle of Gale wanting Linda's men because Linda had Hugo and then dumped him for Bob. And then it kind of does that whole situation.
Okay.
But yeah, just sit with it.
Yeah.
I'll check back next week or whatever when the show starts. But yeah, thank you for doing this with me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
It's nice to bounce some ideas off you.
Oh yeah, prediction time.
It's prediction time.
Compare the predictions to the episodes then.
If you guys have any other predictions as well, please leave them in the comments in the comments. And this was Insert Burger Pun. I'm Tiara Shea, and that's Mike. Thank you, and stay out of our room.
Goodbye. Bye.